Why not? Why not? Wings Sean, Froggo, Marius, GDT. Good morning, good morning. Nah, it's just the it's the chick from Valorant. It's the healer chick. I don't know what they call her. Is it medic? I haven't played that game in so long. Valorant characters? Tier list? Characters? I know she's the one that can heal. Just don't know what her name was. Once I see it, I'll know. Sage. That's her name, Sage. And then the one on the end screen, this screen, that's the, she's the girl that shoots poison. And her name is Viper. Yeah, see that. So this one's Viper, and then this is Sage. She's the one that's on the main stream starting, and then she's on the one that's stream ending. He wants to be on there? Could you imagine just having a big picture of GDT on there? It'd be pretty funny. It is kind of a confusing intro for this type of channel, but you know, I like what I like, so simp, yeah, pretty much. Rayu, good morning. Jason, good morning. I'm more of a Counter-Strike player, and I did look for Counter-Strike layouts, but this one was like a preset layout, and so I just kind of ran with it. Good morning, Tamimi. Alright, let's get everything working, up and running. Make sure everything is up and running. Yep, okay. It's working. Today, let's not forget to take our take profit amount off when we finally get there. So I reset my computer, by the way, and my seconds are back on my Windows clock. So that was all it. If you were here yesterday and I was messing around with trying to get the seconds back on my Windows clock, that was all it took, was the reset after changing the reg key. Hiding my trades again? No? What are you talking about? At first you thought I was going to start playing Valorant? Nah. Alright, we got 1 minute. Kind of in a range here. Not really feeling... like, it feels like we're moving up. We had the big move earlier here this morning. And we kind of just chopped sideways, but now we're starting to make higher lows. Almost kind of want to front run. I might try to do it here without me. I think this is what we're going for out the gate. All right, we got about 10 seconds here. Good luck, everybody. So that could have been the other direction, but honestly, I just wasn't feeling a short. But I've been wrong before. I can be wrong again. Yeah, it looks like that would have worked pretty nicely. If we would have just front ran these levels here. All right. Jeez. Well, that's brutal. Could have took it off break even, but I thought we got all the way back up there. We would have at least tried higher, but I literally just faked it out. What is going on? This is just straight. This is a decent amount of points to chop back and forth like this. It still feels heavy. I was really hoping we got just the big push up through there, obviously. Could have took it off break even, but I really thought we were going to get the extension, but now it just feels like it wants to try lower. And it just feels like it's going to fake out too. That's the worst part. I'm not going to let it come all the way back down if we get back up here again. That's for sure. Pretty brutal that we're sitting through this already anyway. I really feel, I'm hoping we get a fake out here like that, and hopefully we go right back up. Kind of like they did up here. It's kind of hoping for the same thing. If not, it's just going to shoot down. Fake out, fake out, fake out. Go, go. Need the run up here. It's got to happen now. If it doesn't happen now, it's just going to go lower, and we're probably going to continue lower. Buyer step in, buyer step in. Not looking great. Not looking great. It just feels heavy. The price action just feels heavy. Yeah. Fuck, man. I shouldn't have been in the trade. It's my own fault. I should have never been in that trade. I even canceled it and then I put it back like a fucking moron. Like an absolute moron. It's so dumb. Should have took it off break even once it gave me the opportunity. I think that was my other mistake. Did I lose one of the Apex accounts there? I think it says I did. Which I don't understand because I thought they were the same. I can't even get that. Well, I think these accounts might be gone if it can't get even that little bit of a pushback up after that. I thought for sure we'd at least retest. Now it looks like we just want to go lower. I think it says one of them got. Yeah, one of them went into admin mode, which I don't understand because it was like the same exact amount, I think. I don't quite understand that, but JOJ, yeah, apparently it's the best strat. Buy high, sell low. It's weird though that the slippage would only be on one of the accounts. That's where I'm confused. I mean, I'm gonna trail. I'm just kind of seeing. I'm assuming at this point we're gonna go retest the highs. That's what we always seem to do. Just wish I would have kept that other contract. I'm just mad at myself for not taking a break even when I had the opportunity, especially because I shouldn't have been in the trade anyway. I think that's the part that really is eating at me.
is the future.
Fuck me. And all that back, and now I'm just gonna give it back.
Evolution.
That was a big candle to the downside. I thought for sure we'd get a little relief bounce there.
This is the
Still
future.
might. There we go.
Evolution.
Well, I deserve to lose that one account, so I should have never been in the trade. So having to pay that price is the least I can expect. Just gonna do it all over again.
This is the future.
All right.
Error.
We're going to take that as a blessing and get away from these accounts. Unfortunate we lost one of the Apex Open counts, but 17. I would like to go back and watch that to see exactly what happened there. Well, that's good, Zishan. I'm going to go back real quick and watch this and see what happened. So I think my average, like I have the same. Wow, it literally had 55 less dollars in it. Was I that close to drawdown? Or $55 is what took me out? So when I hit the button to get back in, it immediately said I was down. Yeah. For some reason, so I had less equity in that account. So I guess that makes sense. Alright. Well, I deserve to lose that one after that anyway. That's just frustrating. I played that all kind of wrong. But we move on. Yeah, that was just frustrating. I didn't hate my bias. I just, once it didn't do it right off the open, I need to just trust that and not take the trade. Because I would still have that other account, and I just wouldn't have traded the other two. And I would have been fine with that. And I would have just waited for the bands trades, but just wasn't disciplined and paid the price for it. News in 5 minutes? Is it? Let's see. Tuesday, 10 o'clock, consumer confidence. You would be right. Maybe I'll try to do a reaction trade with the my funded futures eval. I got about news in a minute and a half here. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Well, looks like it was good news, but not really reacting the way you would think some news would react to the market. Just testing. Well, didn't quite get to the bands. So that the time lapse that I was doing yesterday, it totally stopped like an hour in. I was so mad. I went to watch it when they finally left, and I clicked it, and it was only like 30 seconds long, which is it's like I don't know exactly, but it was like for an hour. It didn't even get the best part where they took the cover down and they were still spraying it. I was so mad. They did finish it though. I actually here, let me show you. Well, they finished the concrete part of it. Or I showed you guys yesterday, didn't I? So like this is like a tanning shelf area. This is the deep end down here. So when the kids jump in, there's actually a waterfall right behind this umbrella. You just can't see it. You jump in, swim over, get out, basically do it all over again. And right here at this little lip out, there's stairs to go in. Still looking for the bands to possibly get hit here. It was increased volume, so the bands are going to be a little bit harder to hit, but if we can get up there, be looking for the trade. This has really got to be hurting anyone who got short in this area. Maybe even like re-shorted here. I doubt that close to the news, though, a lot of people were getting too heavy. It looks small. Thanks. So when can I come over with a 12-pack of Coke Zero? You're welcome to do that whenever you want. You don't need to come over for the pool. Ugh. It is one of the smaller pools that you can choose from as far as being built. So you got me there. I mean, it's not small by any means, though. It's bigger than any above ground pool that I've ever been in. It just might look small. I mean, it's a decent sized yard, so maybe that's why it looks smaller than it actually is. I don't know. Not really trying to overcompensate for anything, you know? Well, I have another picture of it, but I'm scared to show you guys. Here. Because if I show you this, you're never going to be able to unsee it. Hugh G. Erection. Perfect time for you to chime in. How much does that run? I think all said and done, this is probably going to cost somewhere around 70. But that's including like when we eventually do the it's eventually when we do the cement around, like we're gonna have like a nice I don't know if we're doing 2 or 3 feet like off of this around here, and then pretty much this whole area that's grass here, we're gonna connect it to the current patio. And then if we go back to here, so this is a better view. So like all of this over here is going to be concrete. All of this is going to be concrete leading up to the stairs, and then there's just going to be like a 2-foot piece going around it. That's a lot. No way you have a penis pool. I told you, you're not going to be able to unsee it now. So my mom picked the design, so it's on her. So originally, this tanning bed or sun shelf, whatever you guys want to call it, that wasn't supposed to be there. So this was supposed to just connect right here. But when you add this here, I mean, you can't unsee it. And even this picture, is this the time lapse? Yeah. So this was the start of the time lapse. Oh, I'm in the way here. That's it. But like, you could just like, once they dug the hole, I was like, wow, that's a penis. Yeah, I was so mad. So it did that one, and then I restarted it before I left. And I think this makes it like right to when they start to take this down. Maybe not. I don't remember. But it was supposed to be a time lapse of the entire concrete being put in, and unfortunately, that did not happen. Yeah, it looks like it cuts off even before they take it down, because they eventually take this down, and then you can see them like doing it all. But oh well. Even worse from this angle. It's got small and thick. It's actually a pretty big pool. I was literally just out because we have to spray it with water pretty much all week. And I went inside the pool just earlier, and it's pretty big. Bird's eye view. That's true. I never thought about that. I don't have a drone, or else I'd try that, but did I model for the shape? No. Google Maps update be like, can we show this? Do we have to blur this out? My brother was like, can I put in for some veins and some hair? It's one of those things where a lot of people don't see it, but then like once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's pretty funny. The pool company? The pool company is called Sunrise. It's funny because before I even bought the pool, we were actually, or before I knew, aka after we bought the pool, I found out that one of the teams in my league for softball is sponsored by them. That's kind of funny. Sorry to Mimi. Yeah, I was showing my personal goods, so your wife she may have seen what she wishes she had from you. A big giant pee-pee. It's rock hard. Oh, how we take a turn for the worse so fast. Did you ask for a discount? Because nope, should have. They actually made us pay extra for that. Methodical Man's welcome to come into the pool as well whenever he wants. It could be one of his workouts. Get some laps in. I was hoping we got a big push up into the bands, but nothing. It sucks that our overall bias was right. Just can't hold on that long. That was a pretty good down move. I was really hoping it would fake out and do this, but I mean it did. Just it was a much bigger fake out than I was hoping for. Methodical Man is in Georgia, so he's quite a ways away. A good 10 plus hours. Pool hasn't opened that already. 175 times 20. Let's go. Is it Malo or Malo? I'm gonna go with Malo. Congrats, good stuff. Are you on eval or is that 20 PA accounts? Because if so, you've been doing that for a while. You should be getting pretty close to payout, huh? Well, hopefully, losing that one account today, we get back. We get the payout with the other one to help make up for it. PA on Apex, nice, good stuff. Good stuff.
Who
12th day waiting for first to request. Oh, so you're already at payout. So you got a $40,000 payout sitting there waiting for you. If that's the case, man, don't trade anymore. Take that 40 grand. Let's go. Love to see it. Love it. Love it. Good stuff. Congrats. Nothing wrong with a 40K payout.
I'm the girl that they don't talk about. Quiet with a big mouth. Listen for the doubt, then call it. Make you out for what you say to me. Look at every single date. If you got what I need, then oh, I'll take you on like a big deal. Legs you can unfeel. Key in ignition. Just keep me full like I had a meal once in a while. Feel all that I know you like it. Can't fight it. I'ma let you ride the wave.
Oh, didn't get the push into the bands. Unfortunate. Spare change, spare change. First time ever getting a 20x payout. Love it. How far into the journey are you? Is this your first payout? Have you tried to get a 20 account payout before? Is this your first time? I'm curious. Is my fund of futures just as good as ATF? Look for an alternative to ATF because ATF is banned in my country. I don't know the rules and stuff over at ATF, but the more and more I've been trading with my fund of futures, I've been enjoying it. I absolutely love their dashboard. I love the fact that they don't even give you the option to DCA. They're like, look, you can add once. Like they give you a smaller number of contracts, so it really makes you trade disciplined, which I like. It kind of forces your hand. Like they're really looking for people that are legit traders. Like that's kind of what their goal is. They're not allowing 20 accounts. They're not allowing you to just add until you win. They're trying to do it right, from what I can tell. It is a little bit more expensive barrier to entry, but it also is a end of day drawdown, which is nice. So you don't have to deal with the trailing drawdown. There's the pros and cons. I mean, one of the biggest cons is obviously the price. It's a little bit more upfront, but you can do the starter accounts instead of the expert accounts, and you get a little bit smaller barrier there to cross with cost. But I personally would love to just use the expert accounts because you pay a little bit more up front, but once you pass, there's no activation fee. But if you do the starter, they're the same accounts, but you pay less up front, but then you have to pay an activation fee. That's like the big difference. But as far as my fund of futures go, I've seen nothing but positive things from everybody. Have you ever seen anybody talk bad about my fund of futures? I have not. They're just in their corner, kind of doing their thing, and I can appreciate that. Who else does that? This guy. I just sit in my corner and I do my thing. I'm not out there trying to sell anybody on anything. Just sitting here doing my thing. I wish I was more disciplined this morning, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, right now the only sale they have is, excuse me, is on the expert accounts. They have 20% off on the expert accounts right now. If you want, I know that, obviously if you use my code, you'll always get the best discount that they're offering. But even if there is no discount being offered on like the starter, if you use my code, you still will get 5%. I know it's 5%, but 5% is 5%. So even if there is no sale going on, there's still that option of using a code for 5%. Or you just wait for the sales, which is the smart thing to do. But I know some people get very eager. Oh yeah, crap. I need to check CCL today. They had earnings and they did well. I meant to check that like right away. I totally forgot.
You just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you.
Yeah, 1720. Dang, that went all the way up.
Drive me crazy.
1762.
How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you.
Might have to roll my CCL.
Be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep. Now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad.
I wish it stacked. Dollar's way hectic against my currency. Yeah, I wish it stacked too. That was actually one of the first questions I asked them when I started talking to them. Like, oh, so can I give them an extra 5%? And they're like, no, that's not how it works. If there's a sale, my code will reflect the sale. But if there is no sale, then there's the extra 5%. So the 5% is really not worth much because no one's probably going to use that. What's the weather like there in the fall and winter? Do you have to winterize the pool? Yeah, yes. Yeah, we get pretty harsh winters. It gets like we get down into the teens pretty much every winter. It's only for like a couple weeks to a month, which is usually January. The fall is actually not too bad. We usually kind of skip spring and fall around here. Like we'll get it, but it's only for like a few weeks. We pretty much go from like it's really cold to then it starts to get really hot and then summer and then it starts to cool down a little bit, but then we pretty much go straight to it's cold again.
So distant when you're home. Oh,
And it's usually around like the end of September. You'll have like your days where it's like 70, 80 degrees and then all of a sudden like Halloween comes around and it can be 40. You're like, yo, where's my 60s?
I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep. Now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad. I should leave them by the time it's
I don't really want to get rid of my Carnival shares. I got them at a pretty good price. But the options to roll are not looking very good. It might be... And I mean, if the price stays around like 17 bucks, I'd be essentially making the maximum. That's where my call is. My average cost is 15.22. Almost nailed the bottom of that pullback. So it was brought to my attention that you were talking about Apex Trader Funding. Okay, ATF. So that's my bad. I did not know that. I haven't heard it called ATF before. My funded futures and ATF are similar as far as the rules go, but obviously Apex offers the 20 accounts. The barrier to entry on Apex is obviously a lot smaller, especially when they're having sales. But I, at this point in time, recommend either. So if you can't trade through Apex and you can with my funded futures, then yeah, I do recommend them. I have not gotten a payout with my funded futures yet, but I know a bunch of people that have. So I don't think that that's going to be an issue. Apex, I have payouts through. Actually, they're the only prop firm that I have payouts through, and I've never had an issue with them personally myself. So You can believe all the stuff everyone else is saying. It's obviously you're right, but I have had no issues. I will jump on the bandwagon of most people saying the people that are complaining about Apex are the ones that are breaking the rules. I mean, I don't really, I'm not trying to be mean, but it just seems to be the case. Best trade of the day so far? Hell yeah, Alex, let's go. I'm assuming you maybe longed off this bounce. It was almost perfect. It came down, retested this touch, bounced right back up. Not gonna lie, when it was coming down, if it shot into there, I was like, man, that'd be hard not to try. Just the old classic support resistance. But I told myself after the opening trade I wasn't gonna do it. Nice, Alex. $15 points. Let's go. Yeah, I feel like 15 points was a decent chunk, about half the move. It sucks if we're gonna sit here and chop, though. Nothing I can do about it, obviously. I bought my gym membership. Thinking about what to do with it. Ugh. Like how I want to schedule it. Like, do I want to maybe get off here, go work out, and then get the kids? I feel like during the summer it's going to be even harder just with all the camps and dealing with the times and stuff. See how everyone else is doing. It sounds like Methodical's doing alright. I haven't seen any numbers on his chart. Let's see, David. David is... Oh, man, I thought there was an extra number in there. David's having a slow day. I thought he was having a killer day, but he was missing a digit. Mr. Alpine is tradeless. He's talking about complaining. What is he talking about complaining about? Oh, he's talking about the Porsche. He's just being a dick. Never mind. He's being classic. Sorry, I was talking about Apex. Oh, it's all good. I really wanted to get into their stuff, but damn, man, they banned my stupid corrupt country. What country are you in? You ever notice how Nutty keeps getting these payouts, but we never see him on stream? Is he trades one account on stream, which he almost I never see him doing good with it. But then he is off stream. getting the payout on all these other accounts. He's become the worst of the worst when it comes to transparency. I thought it was so funny when he took the word transparency off his thumbnail as well. It just cracked me up. It's 10:30. What about it? Just because it's 10:30 doesn't mean we're playing marbles every day. South Africa? South Africa. Just kidding. Looks like everybody's kind of in meh land today. We broke the highs. It is past 10:30, so now this line will stop moving. I guess this is like the opening range high. Very curious if that was 15 ticks. If you play the opening range. Nope. Not even, wouldn't even have been close. I was actually going lower than I probably would have. You would have got physicked out.
You know those words, they hurt me. You found out what made me angry, then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson, and nobody cares. That's what you're here for. Here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me, but call me the same names again.
Am I copy trading? Yes. So like when I put an order out, if you watch up here, that's all the accounts that I'm copy trading. Which you can see all them in the bottom left too. They're all on like Rhythmic and stuff. The viewer count's way down today. The likes are way down today. Everything's just crap today. Only action IGDT is marbles. I need a precision account. So get one. 90% off. Apex notice board. If you bought a Rhythmic account or bought a reset for an existing Rhythmic account, be patient as the account creation queue is currently overloaded. Guys, slow down buying the Apex accounts. Scared everyone with the penis pull. Oh, man. I'm like really hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I am hungry. Oh, I see why Alpine didn't trade. He's got the accounts to pay out, so that's what he's doing. Oh, I watched that movie, The Platform, yesterday, by the way. I can finally tell chicks at the bar I know a guy with a penis pool. Just imagine when you come over eventually, when you get in the pool, just remember you played with Tim's penis. Pool. You guys are going to get me banned from YouTube. Thought I was giving one away? What? I said if we had a decent turnout, I was going to give one away. I'll probably do it tomorrow. See if we have a better turnout. Maybe. Later, Mela. Mahalo, Melo. Dude, don't make come at me with them. I love it. I think it's hilarious. How about you say one more and promise that it won't be your last one? I had you add a fountain. Oh my God. That would be hilarious. That would be pretty hilarious. I'm assuming the only reason Beelnox is not as popular is because no trade evade? I wouldn't say that. I think it's just I think Beelnox is in one of those weird places where they're very similar to Apex, but Apex typically is just known, and overall, like, people are more familiar with Apex, And usually Apex is the same price, if not cheaper. Usually Buellnox is trying to just keep the same prices as Apex. So it's like I don't know, like take two shoe brands. One is a name brand and one is like the same thing but not name brand, and they're the same price. Like which one are you gonna choose? You know, it's more of a that situation. Like there's nothing wrong with Buellnox. I think they're just they weren't first. I think Apex kind of grew in popularity a bit too much for, and again, that was kind of the thing with Buellnox and Precision and those guys. The advantages of them is they can have sales when Apex isn't having sales. And I think that's where Buellnox struggles, is because they are constantly running their sales the same time as Apex. I think the best thing that they could do, like Precision is doing, is run that 90% off sale when the others are not, right? That's how you're going to get your signups. And Precision has been doing that, and that's why they've even been talked about at all. Where Buellnox is kind of in the distance because they tend to run their sales the same time Apex does. And it's like, well, Apex and Buellnox, like, which one am I going to choose? They're essentially the same thing. Buellnox actually is a little bit more restrictive with how you get the accounts, etc. So it's like, why would I not just choose Apex? But maybe Tradeovate. A lot of people like Tradeovate too. Like, I don't know. I use Rhythmic. I've never used Tradeovate, so I have no idea. I don't really see the reason at this point to change either. One pro to Buellnox lately is evals at 90%, reset also at 90%. That's actually pretty cool. Like Apex, you buy it at 90%, but then it renews or resets at 80%. But isn't that the same? So if you bought a bunch of accounts, I guess that would be the only way that benefits you at Buellnox, because if it's a 90% off sale, you could just buy a new account and not worry about the reset. So I mean, like, I get why they're doing it, but at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. How do you copy trades with Rhythmic? With Quantower. So like right now, all these accounts I have are Rhythmic. You can see everything that pops up here on the screen. I'm copy trading all these accounts right now. Yeah, Quantower has a free copy trader built into it. Peace of mind that they don't have to worry. You hope you have a 90% off sale yet. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is nice that they do that. I'm super new in the futures game, trying to get it right now, so doing my research since for some reason a lot of the good firms are banned over here. My fund of futures is my best option, but I'm still doing. My fund of futures is great. Seriously, I've had no issues with them. Like I said, I haven't had a payout with them yet, so I don't know how that process goes. But as far as like the customer service, the accounts, the dashboard, like everything about them has been very legit. You pay for it though. There's a little bit more of an upfront cost. But other than that, there's some really good things about them. Like it's a 40% consistency rule. You only need a minimum of 3 trading days to get a payout. Their payout periods are every 14 calendar days. But like I said, you only need to trade 3 of those days. But you obviously need to stay within the 40% consistency rule. One thing is you can't really scalp with them unless it's for at least 20 ticks. That's a rule that they have as well, where it's a minimum of 20 ticks per scalp. I swear them dogs are trying to kill me every day. Papa? Oh, these ones you were telling me about? Orange? Rub. Yeah. No. Made a recipe? just told him earlier when I was still here, he went and got the sprinkler after spraying the pool. And I was like, Dave, don't do the sprinkler. I was like, it doesn't cover the whole pool. I told him. I was like, don't, it doesn't affect the pool and don't do or anything. Except for, right. Yes, Jocko. That's good. Good evening, Essie.
still, making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What does it matter, man? Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What does it matter, man? Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion.
Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, no problem, Jocko. Just read up on the free trial. Buellnox, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. So we buy when it gets above the green line. Clearly not. I was looking to short if it went up and hit the bands, but you know that. I don't know. I guess the green line we're just assuming because that's supposed to be the opening range. I really thought we might actually get a push into the bands there, but we did not. I'm gonna go make my salad though. I am gonna do that.
All these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. You hold me, you hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart
The band touch is coming.
is
We'll see.
full.
I'm awaiting.
Drop in the ocean.
Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that? I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game,
Just trying.
came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
If it gets there.
I don't wanna see the way you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck. Put me on where you wanna stand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on, name. You understand, I wanna stay. Cause I don't wanna walk away. Cause I don't wanna walk away. Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck. Put me on where you wanna stand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on, please. You understand, I wanna stay. Cause I don't wanna walk away. I wanna see you while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, still spinning inside your orbit. I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your orbit. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on, name. You understand, I wanna stay. Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck. Put me on where you wanna stand. There's nothing left to say.
Well, this is probably my last chance at the bands here because I have to get off here and go get the kiddo.
can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. There's no need to sit here at this point. Just chilling. Obviously not getting trade on this one, so kind of a crappy day. Lost the one Apex account. Unfortunate trade there at the open. That should have never really been in the first place, but I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Peace.